Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Let me make sure everything is working here. Okay, I think it says I'm live and recording. So welcome to my Monday Live, Monday with Pat at 3:30. Oh my goodness. It's cold today. It is cold. Yesterday it was a little on the warm side, warmer for January, but I guess it is January, and that's what we do. But at least it's staying light a little bit longer, and that is definitely a plus. Let's see if we can see things a little bit better here. Okay, well, let me know if you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're about a minute in, and I know this is out of your busy day. Let me grab a little sip of kind of hot coffee. I made it a little bit ago, but it cooled off pretty quick. Okay, a week ago, this catalog had not launched yet. It was coming the next day. Well, it's now time for me to show you the inside and tell you a little bit about it. So, let's see. I guess I'm kind of concerned if I didn't press the right button that somebody's not here yet. But anyway, this is the mini catalog, and if you've received one, let me know. And if you're watching and you haven't received one, let me know. Send me a message, and I would be glad to get one in your hands. When I first saw this mini, I thought, there's not a whole lot that I need in here. It's definitely not about needing, but I really do like it, and it just gets us so into thinking about spring. And hey, Gloria, thank you. I was beginning to worry, beginning to think about spring, and what's the first thing we think about spring is flowers, Valentine's Day, and then we get further into the spring and summer holidays, and that's all covered in this mini catalog. Good afternoon, Fran. How are you? Hope everybody's staying warm. Okay, here's the mini, and I'm not going to go through it thoroughly, but I just want to touch on some high points. Stampin' Up! Is doing the Making a Difference again to impact people's lives. We touch on some kits, our paper pumpkin, and first coming up, we have Valentine's Day. So I will be showing some Valentine's Day things maybe in the next couple weeks, but not today. And that's a whole suite of things. And think of it as, sending Valentines to your gal friends. There is an event or a day or whatever called Galentine's Day. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not, but there is an embossing folder with this. Sometimes these are hard to see. So that's a whole suite of products, as well as some nice sentiments. There is another hybrid embossing folder and set in this mini, and I will be showing that too, and that's hybrid, meaning it will cut and emboss in a folder at the same time. So those are just so much fun to use. Okay, where are we here? Now we come to some kids things. And when I first saw this, I thought, I don't need anything for kids, but the more I see this little nuts and bolts one, I think my new little great grand is going to need that, if not now, a little bit later, but I think he's definitely going to need a Valentine's card for his first Valentine's Day. All right, and then we get into tulips. Oh my gosh, tulips and Holland and a windmill. Hey, Ellen, welcome. Thank you. Hi, Nancy. These are just so much fun. I've not gotten into this too much yet, but I have shown you these amazing brass butterflies, brushed brass butterflies. Those are a must, and the paper is awesome. So that's a whole suite here, and this dimension on this one with the windmill is just amazing. I don't have that yet. I don't know when I'll be getting it, but I've seen some samples done with it, and it's so much fun. Okay, then we get to rainbows. And I was going to start with this one today, but I switched gears yesterday when I was playing, and so now I'm going to do something different. So we'll get to rainbows one of these days. And ladybugs. That was also something else I was going to do today. So I have many options. The ladybug is paired with a punch. Punches are so much fun to use if you don't have a die cutting machine. So find something that pairs with a punch. Lots of fun. Okay, what else here? Symbols of fortune. That one I don't have, but it looks very elegant and beautiful. And paradise palms. Who isn't thinking of warmer climates right now, especially today? Here's another one that is paired with a punch called Boughs and Blossoms. And I do have that punch. It's nice because we, you know, if you can see it in the glare, we don't have the, what was it called, sprig or something anymore. So this is a very wonderful substitute for that. And then, of course, Easter. And I did look up, Easter is April 17th this year. So plan for that. And then flowers and growing things in a garden. I forgot the word. Greenhouse, thank you. Greenhouse is part of the set name. And more flowers and boots and a watering can and a kite. Artfully composed. Oh, this paper is beautiful. And so is the stamp set. I've not gotten into that yet. And there's some vellum here that is printed that is just gorgeous. Layering designs of that vellum. And these cute little sea glass shapes. Oh my gosh. It looks like it should be jewelry. And then Dahlia Days, I believe I've used that already. Then we get over to Flowing Flowers, one of our distinctive stamp sets. It's beautiful. And Daffodil Daydream. This pairs with something that's in our celebration brochure that I'll show you in a minute. Seize the Day with seaside things and creatures from down under. Ocean Front. Amazing Silhouettes. This is a beautiful stamp set. Very easy to use. Very elegant looking with just one color. And distinctive stamp set as well. Eden's Garden. This was one that was a preview back in November that customers could buy. So I've shown that several times. The paper is no longer available though, but the die set and stamps are. But I'm sure there's other paper that will definitely go with that bundle. New Horizons. In this one, the paper speaks for itself. You can create just beautiful horizons, add a little bit to it if you want to get the dies. And in this one, we've got pebble enamel shapes. They look very similar to the sea glass, but they're supposed to look like pebbles along the shore. And here we go with some eclectic gardens, some fruits and vegetables from the garden. A background stamp. I don't have those, but I've seen some amazing things done with that. So beautiful, beautiful. Some more nature things. Here's the one that I'm going to show today, so I'll come back to that in a minute. The Happy and Heartfelt, probably my favorite sentiment set in a long time that I have used already a lot. I love the sentiments in here, and it's beautiful, done with gold embossing. And then we have some slimline dies this year. To make slimline cards, we have the slimline envelopes that go with those. And some cute little things for birthday wishes and a truck. More flowers with ranunculus. I think that's how you pronounce that. And some more sentiments that are very nice. And there's also, these are hard to see, Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folders. They're mini ones, so they're about 3 inches wide, I believe. And then a full card base. Those are really nice. But again, they're hard to see. I think they're shown on the samples here. And there's a nice little flowery, happy one. These are all happy. And then in the moment, we got this one free at our event in November. So I need to start playing with that a little bit. It's a great stamp set. Heart and Home. This one we got to preview with our event in November, and I think I've shown some of this. I'm going to show you this embossing folder today, which is the Hive 3D embossing folder, which goes and pairs very well with the new dies that we're going to see that I'll show you in a minute. And more beautiful things here with the Blessings of Home and Honeybee Home. Here are some single stamps for those of you who like to read a lot. That's a great single stamp set. And then here's one, The World Needs More Love Notes. And these are shown at 100%, but they do give a little magnify on it a little bit. So that is the right size, but they've magnified it a little bit. Catch you later with some cute little critters from the zoo, or cats and fish, I guess. Hedgehogs are back. We've had hedgehogs in the past. And here on page 65 showcases what I showed last week. And I believe I have a sample pretty much using that sample from the catalog. So don't be afraid to copy what's in the catalog. Make it your own, tweak it a little bit. But these butterflies and flowers layering decorative masks are awesome. And then a nice little sentiment set for Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, anniversary, everything. Okay, we've got some cactus. We've got some shadow stamps that pair well with just about anything, as well as they're showing it here with the rainbow of happiness. And another paper that is just easy to overlook is Supple Shimmer 12 by 12 specialty paper. And it says it's 2 colors, pink and blue. The blue is more, it's not as blue as what you see there. I don't have a sample of it out, but I understand that it is more, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not as blue as what you see here. The pink is, though. And sports fans, Dad's Day, getting ready for that. Set sail with your dreams. Here's a sample of what that one background stamp looks like. We've got some wildlife, another distinctive stamp set, getting ready for gardening and Father's Day. Brave Vikings, and then for the record that looks like a old style record that we used to play, and then a list of the items that have carried over and are still available, and then the wonderful index in the back. Okay, that is that, and now real quick, let's take a look at the celebration, which runs from January 4th, which was last week, through the end of February. The mini catalog goes through the end of June. Even though we do get a new catalog at the beginning of May, this catalog flows through until the end of June. So these are the free items. Island Vibes. I love that pineapple. These are free with a $50 order. Here's the daffodil paper. It's 12 by 12 that pairs with the Daffodil Daydream bundle that I just showed you. This cute little one, Catching Butterflies, is very cute. Here's free driving by. Who doesn't remember a Volkswagen Bug or a Volkswagen Bus? And then this cute little car up here with some balloons coming out of it. And here's the free paper that will pair with the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. This is autumn, so you'll probably see this next week. And this Marvelous paper, oh my gosh, that is beautiful paper. And I've seen it made with our with our ice cream punch. And it just looks like delicious ice cream. And then this cute little awesome otter. Gotta love him. He's so cute. And I have shown this one already, the Friendly Hello stamp set. This is a $100 offering. Everything else was $50. But this is beautiful 12 by 12 paper with the Friendly Hello stamp set. And this is also a free free with a $100 purchase, Special Moments, and I have shown that. This is one that I know I'll be keeping because it has just about everything in there that will say whatever you want to say, and I'm going to use that this afternoon too. Okay, oh, and should you want to host a party, whether in-home or virtual, or just collect some orders from your friends and be a hostess, with a $300 order, you can get this Calming Camellia stamp set for free. It is not available any other way than through hosting or having an order, large order. And of course, we have our join special with $99. And this join special this time is you can receive 2 free stamp sets from either a catalog, either the mini or the annual catalog, to complement your order. So that's that. All right, let's get going because I took a little bit longer on that than I thought. All right, I'm going to show this Abstract Beauty bundle today. It's actually a suite. It's a bundle of stamps and dies. Here are the dies with this. And I have been hoping and wishing for a long time that we would get some hexagon shaped dies. And we now have them. And there are also some circles here, and also a larger circle that embosses as well. And this kind of wonky shape, because this is the kind of stamp set that is great for collaging, just putting colors wherever you want them to go. But I love, love, love the hexagon shape. So I will be showing that. This is the stamp set. It's called Hello Beautiful. And if you look at it at first, you probably think, well, that's not my style. It's not something I can use. But these just make great little shadows behind words, sentiments. Stamp it off, make a sentiment out of it. I will have samples more on my blog tomorrow with some things that I've done with this. And what else goes with this suite that you will just love? We have some adhesive backed hexagon shaped little things in black. They're hexagon shape, I guess that's the best I can say. Black, Blushing Bride, and Just Jade. And these are the cards and envelopes that go with this. These are just gorgeous. in all colors. Oops, these got turned around. There's a black one, and here's a pink one. There's one of each 10 of those. And then check out these envelopes, fully lined. I could see possibly cutting down the cards a little bit, cutting the envelopes apart, and doing lots of things with the envelopes. So a lot of possibility there. And here's the paper. This is new. Not only is it new paper, but it's a new size for us. And this is cut, it comes this way at 4 by 6. And I put it in this cute little box that I have. Because a couple of weeks ago I mentioned that I was starting to cut down some of my hoarded designer paper and cutting it to 4 by 6. Well, Stampin' Up! Must have been hearing me, or I was hearing them, because we now have 4 by 6 paper. So you can cut it down, use strips of it. So it's luscious, luscious gold. And I'll show you all the other colors in a minute. And then on the back, we've got more subtle designs. No golds on the back. So I just fell in love with that paper. And I've been using it and saving every little bit that I've cut off. There's also an Ephemera Pack. And I've punched all of these out, with the exception of the ones on the vellum, and put them in one of our stamp cases. So it will force me to use them, which I will today. And then these are the colors. Let's put that away. These are the colors in the paper. We've got Magenta Madness, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight. Now these are 3 colors that will be going away. I'm assuming they'll still be available as the mini catalog is available. I can't guarantee that though, because they will be expiring at the end of this current annual catalog. So these are 3 great colors. If you don't have them, or you have them and you don't have the refills, you might want to consider getting those. So those are in colors that will be retiring. And then we have Pumpkin Pie, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, Blushing Bride, and Crushed Curry as part of our core colors. And in addition, there's also some black and some gray in there. So, again, welcome. I have a host code for January. And let's see what's next. Okay, I've got my project stuff here, and I've picked out for this one that circle that has some embossing on it. By embossing, I mean it's embossed when it goes through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I have a piece of basic white that I have run through there. I think you can see that with that beautiful beehive embossing folder. I have a piece of Balmy Blue, and that's going to go on the back of this. And then I chose this beautiful piece of collage-y kind of paper. So it's got the blue and the pink in here is actually Magenta Madness, but I think you could get away with the new polished pink. And even though it doesn't showcase any purple, when that's mixed together with the pink and the blue, there's some purple there. So when you overlap colors, you just get a different hue. And then the gold is awesome. And then on the back is just a plain little grid-shaped Balmy Blue. So I'm going to use this. And I have a piece of basic white that is 8.5 by 5.5. And let's give that a nice crease. And since this is kind of a funky design, I decided to come up with a funky little design on here too. So I'm going to take part of this paper and just lay it on here at an angle so that it's going to be kind of like this, instead of just the plain old this way, this way, this way. But I want to make sure that I have covered up my corners. So it's going to go on there at an angle like this. Since I'm going to back this with the blue, I think I'll move this around so that I've got the blue here. And then I'll trim off that extra and obviously not throw it away. So let's see here. I'm going to take a pencil and just draw a little bit on the back here very lightly so I know where to put my adhesive. Make sure that's right that way. And then I will trim it off after. Yes. Okay. So let's add some adhesive to this. And let's get rid of my face here. There we go. So you can see this a little closer and I can zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to add some adhesive back here. Get some of that little gunky stuff off of there. So I hope you're having a good week, and I had a good week last week. We've just had some mixes of weather. I think they're to get weather up north by the lake with some heavier snow, but we are supposed to miss that. Okay, so let's put this way so I can line it up a little bit better. Well, now that was really dumb. Okay, I did a dumb thing. You didn't see that, did you? What am I doing here? There we go. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. So now I've got glue on my hands too. So let's try to get rid of some of that. So now I can trim that off. And I will save that paper. So there we have that. Just a little bit different way of showing, because it's a collage type. Okay, that's a little bit off up there, but that's okay. It won't show when it's on the blue. So let's add this here. Liquid glue is a good friend when you're using something that has a lot of dimension in it, like this embossing folder does, so that it gets down in the grooves of your folder. It's not so friendly when it gets on your fingers. There we go. And then that's going to go on a base of basic white. And then I showed you this that has this embossed part on it. And let's see what sentiment I might want to use out of this Special Moments. I like this one that just a little high from me. So let's take that out here. This is kind of hard to see sometimes on here because I don't have them mounted. Where's my little just a little high? There we go. Let's grab a block. And since there's a lot of gold here, I'm going to continue with my love of gold embossing like I've been doing the last couple of weeks. So we've got just a little high. Got more glue on my fingers, I think, than I have on anything. And let's grab my Versamark ink pad. Oops, let's also grab the embossing buddy that we don't carry anymore. And I've got to show you these cute little boxes that I found at the Dollar Tree. 3 of them for $1. So I'm going to get some more and also use those to put my embossing powder in. So this is a good place to keep this. So you just want to make sure that all the static is off of your project. And just a little high. And I'm using a piercing mat below because this is a photopolymer stamp set. So that's important so you get a good impression. Okay, let's just toss this in here. Flick that off. Oh, that's cute. And I remember to bring a clothespin over so I don't burn my fingers when I emboss. It's kind of nice to use embossing because it's a little chilly down here today. Okay, that's good. Now we need to dress this up a little bit. And let me see, what shall I use? There are just some cute little pieces parts in the stamp set. That, let me see, what's this one? Just some little things. They're so cute. Let's put that away. Let's put this here. Let's use, what are the other colors in there? Let's use a little bit of balmy blue. And it's very light. Just some little speckles. You can just go to town with this and do what you want with it. Let's add some magenta madness to that too. It's kind of nice to have all the colors that I know are potentially going to be used in this, and have them available. And if you don't have all those colors, there's probably something that will look good with it. So let's add some magenta. Okay, so there, we've got our odd number. And let's see what we can use here. I need to clean that off. Let's grab something out of this little Ephemera Pack. And there are some nice little leaf. And there's two of everything in here. This is really cool. There's a star. I like that little star. And here's a little flower we can add. Okay, so let's set those aside, figure out how I'm going to glue these down. And I don't know that I want to use, must have gotten some glue on that little beehive thing there. I don't know that I want to use dimensionals for this, but I think I'm going to put that little flower down there. So I could use mini dimensionals for that. Yeah, that gold printed vellum is very nice. I was going to think about using that new punch, and then I changed my mind on that. Okay, let me glue this down first. And put this little flower on here. Okay, because that circle is going on something with a lot of texture like that embossing folder, I need to add a little bit more there. And then make sure that it connects. There we go. And now let's add a glue dot. Whoops. Everything's falling over. A glue dot to the star. Okay, it doesn't want to pick up. Let's grab my take a pick tool. Okay, where'd the star? Oh, there's the star. With vellum, it's hard to see. Goodness sakes. Let's put that little star. And there's enough gold on there that I don't believe that's going to show through. Let's put that up here because something got on that embossing folder. And I think it might have been some adhesive. So I'll have to see about getting rid of that. Let's do another one. That's going to tuck underneath so that this vellum won't show. The adhesive on the vellum won't show, because typically it does. There we go. I can't talk and stick at the same time. All right, so I'm going to stick that under there. Yep, let's put it over here. And now let's add that to the card base. More glue. And I will have this sample and some additional samples on my blog tomorrow. Oops. If that falls out, I'll be in big trouble. And, okay, I don't think I'm going to add any of the adhesive-backed hexagons to this today. So there's just a simple little card. A little bit different design, and I know who I'm sending that to. Let me show you my original design that I played around with yesterday. So this one just has some gold cording behind it, one of the little flowers from the Ephemera Pack, the other little leaf design, and I embossed, and this one was on one of the hexagons. So the same but different. So let me know which one you like. This is a little note, little hi from me, and this is thank you. This actually comes from the stamp set. It's a great font. So that is from the Hello Beautiful stamp set. So I just am in love with this new stamp set, and I know I'm going to be needing more of that paper. So I'm going to use it up. Use it up. So thank you for joining in today. A little bit longer because we went through the catalog. So I hope you have a great rest of the week. And I will see you next Monday at 3:30. Thanks. Bye-bye.